Fraser.
Hey there, babe.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. Wait, it's my space though. I should be welcoming you.
True. Thank you for having me.
You're already in hysterics. We're off to a really good start, hey?
A great start. So, you are an amazing artist. You are also an amazing cinematographer, videographer. You also do makeup. What have you been... You have an amazing dog. Teddy.
That wasn't the plan. Teddy, come here.
Teddy, come here. Yeah, he's brought his toy. Amazing.
Oh no,
okay.
he's in his own world. Distractions.
What have you been working on lately?
What have I been doing? I've been making some music videos for Ren Stone from the Rhythm Hut, and I've been getting prepared to perform again with the Naughty Noodle Funhouse, which shall be very exciting. And I'm all over the shop, babe.
Nice.
I'm all over the place.
Let's go back to the Rendra thing. That's the Rhythm Hut. What was the experience? Like, what was the film clip? What was the...
We've been making a few different music videos, Ren and I, and our first piece together was pretty fun and uplifting and like playful, and then our second one that we've just finished is a bit more like deep and intense, and it's like tapping into more emotions. So we're kind of just going through all the spectrums together, Ren and I. Love that.
Amazing.
Love that for us.
And you are doing everything from conceptualizing, filming and editing, is that right?
I mean, sure, if that's what you want to say.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you're a powerhouse,
well,
right?
I've worked with you, so you know, babe.
Yeah, but I can't do it all, man.
I know.
It's
No, wait, you can.
not edit. Anyway, it's not about me.
You're very good at editing, actually. Your father has given you a
It's not about me.
strong skill.
It's not about me.
It's not about you. That's true. You're not here for me. I mean, you're not here for you.
No, it's really inspiring that you can do it all, and that's why you've worked with so many wonderful people.
Over the course of my life,
Yeah.
most of the things I've made have been in Newcastle and in Melbourne.
Okay.
Like, little bits hither and thither, and never any like big names. Like, I'm keen to work towards that though, you know?
Yeah. It's not, no, but it's not about big names.
It's like
But
I
isn't
work,
that the thing, though?
I work with people that need exposure, I think.
And isn't that exactly the
Predominantly.
point, is that the Central Coast is filled with so much talent, right? And there's not really...
Oh my God, it's your interview.
No, but isn't it, it's like there's so much talent on the coast and there's not really much of a platform or expose for them. Like you said, they don't have names or whatever, but you yourself have come across people that are really talented.
Predominantly through word of mouth as well. Yes, there are some talented people in this world, it's true.
Well, okay, Naughty Noodle, right? How long have they been around?
Established. They've come to the coast several years ago, and they're doing some really powerful things, bringing people in from all over, of different walks of life, different gender expressions, different racial diversity and backstories, you know, like...
Yeah.
It's been great reconnecting with them. I'm excited to do this show. Drag's pretty inspirational to me.
What will you be doing at the next performance? Are you singing?
True.
Are you drag, or what's happening?
At the next show that I'm doing, I'm going to be singing in drag a Spice Girls song. I've done several Spice Girls songs across the years. I find them easy to connect with because it's like tapping back into a different time. Also grabbing a pop song and playing with it is lots of fun.
What name are you going under? Miss True?
Miss Tree is my drag performer name. I'm considering changing it. There's many different options.
Got some to share? Not yet.
Oblivious Newton-John is one.
Amazing.
I'm considering that.
That's great. And you'll obviously do your own makeup.
I do my own makeup. I did a diploma recently. Makeup is very interesting. It's powerful. Identity shift, transformation it shouldn't be so much of a mask, but it can help people with their confidence in some ways. I mean, maybe they should meditate and they don't need to put makeup on. But
is that the main thing that you notice, confidence?
Sometimes. Like I've painted certain people's faces and they've been around me for the whole day and then they message me later saying that I've influenced the way that they are even speaking that day, which is weird. I try and then turn down the dial on who I am in certain instances so that I'm not influencing people too much, I think.
That's amazing. That's a really interesting viewpoint. Who have you done most recently? You did some shoots with makeup recently.
I did a photo shoot with my friend up in Newcastle recently, which I am yet to send off to her. I'm very sorry. Maybe by the time this is aired, if this is in the video, I'll have sent them. Beautiful photos of my friend with her greyhounds, relaxing on fabrics. Just like kind of family portrait energy, but meets Vogue photography energy. I used to work at a modelling agency when I was rather young, so I feel like I obtained something from that experience that I still carry with me to this day.
Just a little topic change. The Central Coast, why do you choose to live here?
I think there's low expectation of me around here, and in the places that I've been in the past, it's like blah, 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 and I just kind of want to not really do too much. I think my life's been a tumultuous whirlwind, and I'm ready to just maybe relax a little bit in this environment. Is that enough hand gestures for you?
So many hand gestures, great. Because you went from Australian Idol.
Unfamiliar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
To then hiatus, to then
Newcastle,
again.
Melbourne, music again.
Music again. Film.
Music always.
Music always. Are you writing music at the moment?
A little bit, yeah.
That's exciting.
It's been nice to reconnect with.
That's cool. No production yet though.
Got my head around Ableton. But then it's so far in it that half the time I start to write a song and then I just get over it. And I can't finish it. So it helps to bounce off other people. I think you need to collaborate with other people as much as you collaborate with yourself.
Yeah.
And I've gone way into just collaborating with myself a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to branch out again.
In terms of collaborating with people in all the avenues that you have available, what would be the most one that you would like to highlight? Like, would you want people to come to you through makeup or through videography?
You tell me. That's what I really struggle with myself and finding my place in this world, because I try and do so many different things.
So they light you up equally? You would say making music?
I think the diversity keeps me alive, because then one day I'm painting someone's face and the next day I'm making a music video, or like got a gig coming up, and it's like if I do one of those things for too long, it becomes stagnant and strange. And then I get over it. I have to move on. Kind of like making crowns, and so then it's nice to have not made one for 2 years and then to actually make one for the first time in years, and it's like this updated new thing, and I'm like, that's cool.
Do you want to tell us a little bit how you got into crowns? How did you start making
I was inspired by some pretty amazing people from Melbourne and some people in Newcastle as well that were making crowns, and then I just started making costumes and stepped into that world of wearable art, kind of storytelling through fashion. I've never been a very fashionable person, maybe, like having been put in clothes that your parents put you in when you're young, in your little billabong or piping hot or whatever. I mean, I'm dressed very plain right now, but I love extra.
And you work with materials that you find.
On the side of the road, babe. Bring it on.
That's so cool.
Upcycle.
So essentially, if someone came to you, hypothetically, you could write a song with someone, help them do their outfit and their crown and their makeup.
And there is someone at the moment that I'm
music video
possibly in the works of doing that with.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a weirdo, hey? And it's like I should...
that's great. That is a streamlining in its own sense.
I should
like
be able to
production house.
I should be able to produce my own music in that way, but instead I am only for some reason able to help other people do it. Or if it's like a duet or something, like Natasha's song I did a couple of weeks ago.
What do you think we need more of here with
on the coast?
Yeah, with the arts and the culture and like, and just your opinion of, because you've lived in Melbourne obviously, which is so vibrant. You live in Newcastle, which is so vibrant, and people are like, okay, it can be too much, too stimulating. What can we add?
What do we need more on the coast? That's such a big question. Well, so political.
You must have little epiphanies of it when you're just daydreaming or walking through the streets, or.
Oh my goodness, I can't help but just be so real, and it's just that every day all I can really do is take the dog for a walk and try and feed myself and just like stay alive and optimistic and have hope. It's really hard to then even sometimes think outside of that selfish, privileged bubble and think, oh, maybe I'm actually a part of a community and a world, that there are things happening outside of my own self-centeredness. But what does the Central Coast need more of? I'm not sure. Explosive, magical, creative, glittery, queer bullshit. Like, fuck me up, honey.
Yeah.
Censor that.
No, it's so good.
You know, my boyfriend's DJing at the moment. He's doing very well. That's
Where
very
does he
beautiful.
DJ?
He's been DJing at the Lions, or he DJ'd at the Lions Den with the Naughty Noodle Funhouse at several of their events. And that's been cute. To be a little bit of a go-go dancer for my partner's DJing has been very cute and strange.
What about more venues? Like more
venues? Bring it on. Give them to me now.
See?
Like, people have said to me... I connected with Liesl recently, who's supremely powerful and amazing.
I don't know
Liesl Tesh, the member for Gosford. Am I getting too political here by talking about this?
Good.
And her secretary, friend, person who works with her was saying, if there's anything we can do, let us know. And so I'm like,
To help you.
Yeah, and then I was like, I need some grants, and he was like, here's some information, and I looked at it and I had
A panic attack.
not aneurysm, it's offensive, or panic attack, but I could not, like, I need help.
Yeah. That's all right.
So, you know, if anyone has a job in dishwashing or makeup, give it to me.
Yeah.
Music video production, it's so conceited to just like name the things that you can do, but then I feel like I've reached a point in my life where having this recent hiatus, such a tacky word, recent break from singing has made me really enjoy it and see that I can actually do it instead of feeling like, can I? Now I'm like, oh yeah, you can do that.
That's a good shift.
Bring it on. Let's sing together. You've got a very beautiful voice and you write amazing songs. The audience should know that. It shouldn't all be about me.
Oh, stop it. What advice have you got for up-and-coming artists who are like 13,
Oh my God, true.
14? They're on the
Look after yourselves, look after each other, lift each other up, collaborate, help each other out. Like,
yeah. But what about finding authenticity? Because you are very authentic. That's something that...
just be radically yourself.
That's easier
Which is
said
exhausting.
than done.
It is very easier said than done, isn't it? Something kind of snapped in my brain when I was little where I feel like I'm just kind of who I am, you know?
That's incredible.
I feel like lots of people are like that in this world and they're kind of in different little hidden pockets, hence the name Mystery as a drag queen. I was kind of wanting that 15 minutes of anonymity.
That's good. So everyone needs to have a little snap.
Yeah, snap your little brain.
Snap the carrot.
Snap your little brain open,
Snap
babe.
the carrot.
Buckle in, Carol, it's magic time. No, I'm being facetious.
No, it's good. You are really authentic. It's amazing.
You too.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, not with that attitude.
I try. Thank you.
I feel like I've actually been in a bit of a chastity for a while, like in some ways, and that I was really driven by my sexual self when I was younger, and that I've maybe become less thinking from that perspective, like something again snapped. It's like anytime anything happens for me, it's like something just broke inside my brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sorrow and like the struggling artist archetype, and then maybe like the picture that's sitting behind you, which is a sad businessman. We were meant to paint a man in a suit.
Amazing.
And I painted it blue and like rainy and upsetty because I was like, oh,
Upsetty.
Upsetty. It's a word, surely.
Love it.
Like having to go and do that job every day, like how fucking depressing, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would put that into everything I did, I think for years. And now maybe I'm, like I was saying before, I just need to go for a walk and like talk to friends on the phone and like catch up with people and eat food, firstly. I just think
Routine.
it's so hard to do all of that sometimes, I think, for lots of people, and that there's lots of stigma and shame around that. Interesting, because now my brain is like bringing this back to the queer world and like the LGBT stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
times are definitely changing. It was weird to grow up where it was like not okay, and that seems like it takes up a lot of space to just talk about sometimes, but it's awesome to be able to find people to connect with and not necessarily trauma bond, but be able to actually talk that through and not have it be like
hidden and
shamed
whatever,
and awkward, or like scrutinized and like doctored in
Yeah.
a way. Is that a word? Not doctored as in manipulated, photo manipulated, but like
So there's a drastic shift, and you're feeling it on the coast.
for sure. Like RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under,
Yeah.
happening in Australia, which was filmed in New Zealand not long ago. I know of a couple of the people that are in
Wow.
it, and that's been really interesting because it means that the mainstream is becoming more aware of something like drag, which is a double-edged sword. It's a good and bad thing. It means more jobs for people on the Central Coast that are queens, and I don't necessarily I don't know whether I want those jobs or
Yeah.
not. Like half of me is like, I don't want to be a drag queen, but my drag persona wants me to do it. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Of course.
I'm like, oh,
Part of
it's
your
so much
psyche.
work, I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
And then the actual drag persona that
It's
is
like-
another part of my multiple personality. Everyone's got multiple personalities,
course.
darling.
No, that's interesting.
She's like, I need you to go and do this. And I'm like, no, like, don't hijack my everyday life.
That's
I think
interesting.
I watched a lot of things when I was young and was so severely influenced by like Amelie, the French film, and I liked Tim Burton before he sold out. Like I was really inspired by things of that caliber.
There was horror as well.
And I was really into horror for so
Yeah.
many years. And then I went so far down the horror filmmaking path that my life became the horror film. And I was
Yeah.
like, I just want to make flower crowns now so that I can just relax,
Swung
you know?
the other way.
I had to go in the
Yeah.
opposite
'Cause
direction.
you made
I'm
a
spinning.
feature horror film
I made a horror feature film.
on the Central Coast. In
Yes, it
a
was called
prison?
Submerged. The prison was the Maitland Jail up in Newcastle. Which
Oh.
Mine was about a girls drowning and this guy that was killing women. It was very misogynist and awkward.
Impressive.
I know, and
That's insane.
Ella Roberts, the girl who I make music videos
Yeah.
for, was the lead
Wow.
actor in that film, and she was doing acting when she was really little. So
Amazing.
that was like, I was directing, she was acting, and we got so deeply involved. Watched back recently and we're like, it was actually amazing. I can't believe we were doing that with our lives. Whereas
Pulled it off.
we went into this frame where that perfectionism set in, and we were like, this doesn't represent us. Like, I kind of want to exude that from the interview, that the person I was working with, because I just want to actually send that person love. But
Yeah.
we like butted heads, and so then it's like you're making a feature film, and now it just made me realize that I don't want to make massive films. I just want to make music videos and short videos that are like
Manageable,
bite-sized,
yeah.
because even a music video can take so
long
long to
time.
create.
Absolutely.
And big projects, you just put so much in, and it's like, do you have a life outside of the film that you're making? Like
exactly.
still afterwards? Because as an actor as well, having done musical theatre, I get it also.
Yeah.
Getting so deep into the psyche of a character, then after the show is
Method
done,
acting. Yeah, that's strange.
who are you? Like you literally only know what that person says,
Absolutely.
and then you come home and then you just like have stored this whole character's
it seems
narrative.
quite violating, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I remember one of the shows I did, the director being like, let's get into the backstory, and like, that's what, it's their job to do that, but
Yeah.
it actually just drills further and further
so
into your
strange.
brain that
Yeah.
you're a completely different person.
There was definitely a
Which is
period
cool.
in history where acting was taboo, you know, because it was kind of like a spirit was
Oh
coming
yes,
inside.
very much
of
so.
you.
Jim Carrey, and I feel Robin Williams' Jim Carrey energy
Yeah.
in the air at the moment. I mean, one of them's alive, one of them's dead, but whatever.
They're still around.
I feel like their vibes are here.
They're still around. So in terms of influences,
Influences.
Are you less-
Björk, I was influenced by Björk as a
Yeah.
musician. All of these things, like through depression and anxiety, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in
Yes.
between. I don't even care about anything anymore.
yeah,
Like realistically, you know, like even if someone was like, oh my God, you can meet this person tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever, like
Yeah.
cool. And then I'd meet them, I'd be like, hi, and I would be I feel unafraid to meet people. I feel I'm pretty good with communication.
oh yeah,
Yesterday I really helped this trans person doing their makeup and I didn't even want to talk about this in the interview, and I'm fucking doing
and
it.
you're doing it.
Because confidence, yeah, it's interesting.
That's good.
Sharing your confidence with others and then that actually depleting you and you needing to come back from that.
Yeah,
Because as a hairdresser, you can be a therapist and people will use your face as a doormat.
yeah. Cool. Yeah.
I really like this happened in the last video we did, but this is a whole new thing. And I haven't worked with Ella much. I'm about to work with her again on a project that she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I love working with her because it's tapping into her lineage, and the music videos that we make together are like connecting to my backstory.
Scotland.
Scottish, Irish, that whole
Yeah.
realm, you know,
Yeah.
the clans that we're from, that it's like I didn't really have much introduction or education into it. I've never been over there. So
Yeah.
to make videos where we've made, this feels a bit expose, I maybe shouldn't do that, to film videos that are representing Ireland and Scotland and like tapping into that magic, it gives me the idea that maybe one day I'll be able to afford going over there, you know,
Amazing.
and making films there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What did you learn, like that last film clip that you did with her, which we'll show a bit, it was beautiful. What's some takeaway wisdom that you learnt from doing it? You know, it was amazing. It was really high production. It was great. What was some...
Sometimes you can't work with your friends, but
Yeah.
other times you can, and it can be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like someone that you've known for years,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you can be creating something with them that's
Yeah.
an immaculate experience, and you can come away from it stronger, and it helps people in the community to hear and see those stories
Yeah,
being
of course.
shared
And when you hit a wall with someone, when you're collaborating,
when you're
do
working
you
with people.
back away, or do you try and conflict resolve?
Try and resolve through things.
Yeah.
I think most people are pretty reasonable that I work with,
Yeah.
luckily.
Yeah. No, that's
We've all had doozies
Yeah.
in our life.
doozies.
Doozies,
and
mate.
doozies.
Floozies and doozies. This is Elika speaking. The name of your new business.
Yes. Doozianddoozy.com. Good. I think it's been really good. Do you have anything else you want to add? I can't really think of anything. Ben.
I like staying on the Central Coast because I feel like I'm maybe required or needed here in a
Yeah.
way, and that's a little bit Mary Poppins and maybe self-indulgent, but
Mary
I kind of just
So
go
good.
where I feel like I'm needed to be, and right now I feel like there's some stimulation of creativity that can take place here that I can be a part of, which is sassy and fine.
And where would you want to be in 10 years creatively?
Tell me where you'll be 10 years from now.
Me or you?
Oh no, I was just
You just
you.
Well, you just
Aren't we connected?
you just
Aren't we the
said it
same
back-
person?
You said back to him like, no. You. Where would you like to be? Come on, future Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I won't be here
Oh,
all the
come
time,
on
but
now.
like, oh, I'm talking about on the planet. Of course I'll be here, you freak. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a freak. Is that going to offend people?
No.
Cut that out.
No, it's fine. Everything stays.
Wow, human beings, I tell ya.
Come on, you must have a goal.
Yeah, goals.
There must be something that's like, oh, when I do that, that'd be sick.
I'd love to release some music at some point, so make it happen. Not you, the world
Yeah.
around us. People have offered me in the past and I wasn't ready, and now that I'm ready, I don't remember their names.
Yeah,
Like, that sounds really awkward, but
that's all right. Like, would you want to get signed? Is that like, no, just release music?
finish a piece of music that I'm happy with.
Yeah.
That would be a nice dream. And then release it and be like, it sounds nice.
That's
and
so
then
doable.
not maybe have to take it on a big tour where you play it so many times that it becomes like the sound of your nightmares. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think he's going to play us a song now, so let's do that. Let's
Well, I'm actually going to wee.
Okay, do we?
And then the sound of the melody of the urine trickling. We don't have to go there.
So good. No, it'll be perfect.
Remix it, we'll reverse the urine and it'll be like, and then put some chimes in reverse, some whispers, sacred whispers. No, that's Yantra. She's coming up next.
Fear is nature's warning. Hunger here is never far away.
So annoying.
And all of this world is for children who play. Days that never end, always still remain. It's just another perfect day. Hidden violets grow splashed with summer spray. It's just another perfect. Ooh. a big blue light seeping out of your side, and no one says anything. All the ladies are looking so uninspired, and no one says anything. Is this happening? Is this happening?